Now, time for some weekly news. Now, we have Trump's tax plans, Trump on various stuff, his 100 days in office. We have the French election going on down there in France. And we got the problem with North Korea. But everybody is talking about Bill Nye, the science guy. Why? I don't know. I guess it's more important than what's going on in our political system being overrun by neoliberals and neocons. So, if you don't know, Bill Nye was a television personality back in the good old days. I used to watch this show. He'll talk about things like evolution, pseudoscience, astronomy, all this lovely shit we used to watch on our television on the idiot box back in the day. If you think about it, probably a lot of people got into science because of Bill Nye. Now, if you think about it, since I am a millennial, Bill Nye is like the 90s version of Mr. Wizard, the millennial version of Mr. Wizard, as the baby boomers have Mr. Wizard back in the 1950s. And we had Bill Nye the Science Guy. One of his clips I can remember is when he talked about chromosome and how chromosomes dictate what gender you're going to be. The reason I brought this up is because he made this cringe-worthy music video that was fucking awful beyond belief. And I think a lot of people find it disgustingly bad, Basically, the music video is called Sex Junk, which is starring Rachel Bloom, who is like dancing and singing terribly, where it's causing people's ears to bleed. And of course, their DJ is dressed up as a seahorse. I don't know what the fuck's that about. And the video kind of looks like a bunch of high school drama kids decided to make a PSA about sex education. I mean, put edgy content such as anal sex, lesbianism, or what gender pronoun crap. This Tumblr bullshit stuff. And decided to air it on, I don't know, all the TVs at the school. Just to impress everybody. Which ends up having the entire school laughing their asses off because it's terribly made. Now the video is hilariously bad. The video has become like a fucking laughing stock, in a terrible way. And I guess it's supposed to be informative, like talking about sex and whatnot and gender. But it just comes out as very silly, very terrible. And God, what the fuck Rachel Bloom was wearing. Yeah, she said she's from a fucking show called something about, I don't know, My Ex-Girlfriend or something. Like, she's so irrelevant that I don't even know what the fucking show's called. It has something to do with ex-girlfriend. That's all I know. And it's pretty fucking retarded if you think about it. It's like he's trying to cater to the social justice lawyers and the Tumblrettes. Now, course, Bill Nye has always been big with the science thing. I don't consider him a scientist, you know. I see him as more of a hobbyist when it comes to science. After all, he is a mechanical engineer. That's his major skill in this world. And I don't know if he goes back to engineering airplane parts or whatnot like he did back then. He was an engineer for Boeing. And of course, he went after creationists. And he talks about climate science. Now, with the creationist thing, I'm fine with that. It's mostly young Earth creationists going around talking about how people rode dinosaurs, used dinosaurs as beasts of burden, had sex with dinosaurs and all that shit. And Bill Nye just finds it pretty stupid and all that garbage. It is pretty fucking stupid if you think about it. Then he talks about climate science, which I don't know about it. Neutral territory, I guess. With the climate change and all this talk about, I guarantee that if climate change is really happening, there's nothing we can do about it. We already hit the threshold of climate change going on, you know. Basically, the amount of CO2 that's being released in the atmosphere has got to a point where we can't do anything about it, and we'll have to go carbon negative, which is not going to happen. Even if the Western world goes carbon negative, other countries will become industrial powerhouses like China. Now, of course, Bill Nye is being a social justice warrior, which is fucking cringy at best. And as somebody who has nostalgia for the pre 9/11 era, I find it as an offense because, his shows, along with Nova documentaries, Search of, and all that, were something back then. Like, you go to, like, History Channel, where each show had a topic on something historical, mainly Nazi Germany and whatnot, in World War II. Even those shows had something to do with history. While TLC had documentaries, Discovery Channel had documentaries. Nowadays, they're just broadcasting reality TV, which is fucking cringy at best. I fucking hate these reality television shows. And I think that's why people have nostalgia for the pre 9/11 era. The reason why we just get pumped up with reality TV is because of Survivor, which is kind of amazing. Real Real World came out before Survivor, but it was Survivor that made reality TV the big thing on television. Thankfully, television's getting better. They're releasing drama shows and all that. And of course, some people are like taking old drama shows from old television shows from the pre 9/11 era to broadcast them, which people have nostalgia for. Besides, there's a reason why Stranger Things is a hit on Netflix, because it's just nostalgia. It's nostalgia for the 1980s. And of course, Bill Nye is like nostalgia for the 1990s, just like Mr. Wizard's nostalgia for the pre-war era, post-war era. And that's all I gotta say about that. I think Bill Nye's gone senile and he's going crazy. And for all these Tumblrites who talk about that there's like 50 genders in this world, there's only two genders. And your gender is dictated by your chromosome. So when your family conceive you, father like fertilizes your egg with this sperm, which is the Greek word for seed, if you know what I mean. And of course, the sperm has the chromosome of X and Y. If you get two X chromosome, it makes you a woman or a female. If you get if you get XY chromosome, you're a dude. You don't dictate your own gender or say I'm robo-gender, I'm robosexual, like they do on this Bill Nye show, because that's what's going on. Bill Nye should have been stressing this on his Bill Nye Saves the World Netflix show, or like a Netflix shitfest. And he should be stressing that chromosome dictates what gender you get, which I think that's true. Your gender is decided by chromosome, not by your little delusion of, yeah, I may have a penis, but I'm a woman. Maybe in the future we can like switch our chromosomes and shit and become like a woman or a man. But of course, like anyone now, and what you'll be like from these sci-fi movies, sci-fi animes, and all that shit come to reality. Now, it's supposed to be like empowering towards people who question their sexuality, but I think it's gonna make them go live in an abbey if they watch that. Either become an abbot or abbess. So I'm Wicked Wonka. I spoke too long. And that's all I got to say. I'm signing out. Peace, motherfuckers.